Hey there, welcome to day 1400. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, documenting the journey as I transition from brick and mortar corporate world of business to the online world of business and a little bit of back and forth. Since 2020 and the pandemic hit, I didn't want all my eggs in one basket, although there's a lot of power in focus. There's also power and in multiple streams of income and diversifying our portfolios and how we bring value to the world and value into our lives. So we've been talking about mental well-being in the BU 365-day annual challenge this year. The month of March, we're focusing this segment on mental health, mental well-being, the power of our mind. And we're talking about, yesterday we talked about the conscious mind. Today we're talking about the subconscious mind, which makes up 90% of our mind and our mental capacity. 90% of it is preconscious or subconscious mind. So it means it's our long-term memory. It's the storage of all of the experiences that we have, even the experiences we don't have, but experiences of other people that we feel strongly about. Those get put into our subconscious. Everything we read, see, hear, feel, taste, touch, smell, experience, all gets stored in our subconscious mind. And it gets stored in, according to urgency. Certain emotions, and it's always stored based on emotions. Certain emotions have stronger levels. We talked about that last segment in our emotional well-being. Some emotions have stronger vibrations than others. The most negative emotions get stored the fastest and the easiest. Sad but true, but fear, doubt, worry, fear, things like that get stored because they have strong emotions with us. Plus, they're designed to keep us safe. And our subconscious, its entire job is to keep us alive, right? And keep us safe. That's the main objective, unless we train it and teach it. Otherwise, that's the only thing that our subconscious mind will do. So if we're not doing things to influence our subconscious, it's just doing what it has evolutionarily and creating a life, whether it's the life we want or not, it's just doing it on autopilot. So we talked about 10 different, and actually there were 11 different techniques to purposefully prioritize the things that we put in our subconscious mind to make sure that it is automatically working on the things that we want, our goals and objectives, not just other people's goals or objectives or other people's agendas, right? Because they're installed because we lack those of our own, or because strong emotion, negative emotion usually, is going in with other people's agenda and not our own. So we talked about 11 different ways to increase the strength of what you want and reinforce that and create that in your subconscious. So our subconscious is always chugging along, working on finding creative ways to get what we want faster and easier than we ever dreamed possible. So we talked about mind over matter for supersize your business was our idiom today. And I shared probably a handful of ways that idiom, that expression can be used to build and grow and supersize our business. You know, once you make up your mind and you're committed to it, nothing else matters because you're going to find a way. It mostly won't be the way that you planned or thought it was going to happen, but it will happen if you're committed to making it happen. All right, we talked about mindset and the importance of different types of mindset, not deeply, but just overall, we get to choose and decide what everything means, including our mindset. We get to choose that, and we want to choose a mindset that's going to positively influence the growth and the creation of the business that we want. We talked about success leaves clues, and that we can model other people's success and behaviors and things that they've done. We can learn lessons from them so we don't have to learn them all ourselves. And that speeds up our process of creating what we want. And then I just shared that over my life, I found that if I am persistent and consistent and I'm resilient and I bounce back from things that I consider failures, and I consistently take action, I persistently take action toward what I want. That's why I like challenges. Every day we do a little thing. Challenges and habits fuel our entire life. And if every day we build into our day and our habits things that move us toward our long-term goals and objectives, those long-term goals and objectives are assured, because little wins add up to, they're not just additive, they're cumulative. So little successes are like, synergy. The sum of the whole is greater than the individual sum of the parts, if that makes sense. So wondering what you're working on today, anything that you need a little boost or a little help with, any challenge that you've hit a wall on, just ask. I say that, ask, direct message me or Voxer me if you know my Voxer. I don't share my Voxer unless people specifically ask. But I love Voxer. Voxer is a tool that it's like a walkie-talkie tool. So my consulting clients and my coaching students can Voxer me a question and I can immediately answer it. Sometimes it gets really busy, but for the most part, it's been a very manageable, great tool for me because I don't have to read and respond to emails. And being visually challenged, emails, writing, reading, and responding takes longer than if somebody just walkie-talkies me a message and I can answer and respond right away, or ask questions to get more information right away. Working on a fun project. I decided that I needed more fun in my life. Thank you to one of my contacts in social media. And I'm sure I credited the wrong person, but it doesn't matter. It's a lot of different people have the same idea simultaneously. And where it comes from for each of us doesn't matter. It's whether we act on it or not. So this was to have more fun this year. And since my travel plans have been canceled this month due to some things outside my control, a couple things I'm going to do. One, I'm doing a reading challenge with Avril Beckford and her group. Read 10 books in 30 days. Now, 10 books in 30 days doesn't sound like a big deal, but for somebody that's legally blind, 10 books in 30 days is a big deal. So I like to challenge myself to do that. She did 30 books in 30 days once, and I did that, but it was super hard because my vision was so bad. And I have to do things technologically to make it possible for me to read books like that. So I love her teaching, though, because it teaches us a way of reading for the information we need. We don't have to read every word in a book. And for somebody like me, that makes all the difference in the world. So I'm doing that. And I am doing a fun little passion project, something I've wanted to do for literally decades. And it's just always been on the back burner, always been one of those little fun ideas that I didn't pursue. Well, now I'm making time and building it in to pursue it and do it because, what are we waiting for? It's like having a bucket list. You just knock the things off one at a time, and every one of them gives you this little surge of energy and makes you feel good. So doing one of those projects as well as all my usual stuff. All right, have an awesome day. It's Monday. Have an awesome Monday, and I will, of course, be with you tomorrow.